Like somebody was at my door. Did you have a nice Mother's Day?
You know what? I had an amazing Mother's Day.
That's
Guess what we
good.
did?
What?
Both sides of the family came together. So my daughter, her in-law, her mother-in-law, and
Mhm.
all of her daughters and all the granddaughters. Girl, we did a Bridgerton tea. And we were all dressed up, baby. But I tell you, I was miss. I
So,
sure had a good time.
so
It was absolutely amazing. And I was in Alpharetta, and girl, them Alpharetta people was looking at us like, oh my gosh, are
oh,
they
you was in
really?
Atlanta, outside of
Uh-huh. I
Atlanta.
was in Atlanta doing it. And at this little tea room in Alpharetta. But when I tell you we were dolled up, I mean, we had on the full, I mean, I had on a hoop that was this big. I couldn't even get through the door.
So there's a bus here in
Uh-huh.
DC, and they do tea time. And as you're on doing the tea time, you're
Yeah.
going around the city and seeing. And so some people dress up with their like their little hats and all of that other stuff. It's really cool.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. We had a great time. So that's what we did. We did the tea, and then the men cooked for us. They barbecued and whatever else. So in in the evening we had, a little get
Yeah.
together, but it was really, really, really nice.
Oh, that's amazing.
How about you?
Well, unfortunately, I sat around and grieved a little bit, and because my mom just passed in January, this past January.
Oh,
So I have a Veterans Growing America. So I have a store inside of there. And my 19-year-old was like, Nana wouldn't want you doing this. You need to put some clothes on and go down to the store. And I was like, okay, lady of wisdom. So I did go down there.
oh,
Yeah,
okay. Well, did something.
I
I
did.
think
I
we
did.
all need to do something. So thank y'all for joining. Everybody's note taker coming in here, and I'm letting her come in today because I'm like, look, I want everybody to get the information. I don't want nobody to be left behind. There's so much going on, you all, with, just y'all know the environment we are in,
Mhm.
the ecosystem and the health of the ecosystem. And I'm sure y'all heard about one of the other shopping networks is going bankrupt and going out of business. So I ain't calling no names, but it makes it really great for us. Well, you don't want to profit off of nobody else's destruction. But at the end of the day, one of the things that I think really makes us different, and I'm not, like they say, I'm not tooting my own horn or tooting the horn of Zandra TV. But I think what really makes us different is that our desire is to service people like me and you. Like, we may not have 1,000 units of one item, but if I got 10, I'd like to sell those 10, and then I'd like to re-up and sell another 10 or something else. And so when this was designed, it was designed, you always begin with the end in mind. So we began this whole journey on, this is just for us. I'm not trying to get the big boy. Now, there'll be some big suppliers, I've told y'all that before, that will come, but that's not what I'm interested in. What I'm interested in is leveling the playing field for small business entrepreneurs so that we can have everything that a large business has, and that we can really tap into an untapped market. And so that's what this is all about. So I'm just as excited as I was 6 months ago when I was on this call with y'all. But I'm super excited that we are really close to the finish line, and that makes me happy. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and I am recording. Yeah, Zandra TV Network is here doing their thing. Let me see who else here, and my assistant. So we're good. So let me share my screen. Good evening, Dr. Maluna. I see you. All
Good
right.
evening.
Hi. So good to see you. Can y'all see my screen? If y'all can see my screen, I'm going to go into this update. This is probably a whole 30 minutes, but I wanted to leave time for you all to ask questions because, Ain't none of us did this before. I have not owned a TV network. I have not managed a TV network, but I have managed a TV network. And the complexity of 50 different producers, I think I can handle this TV shopping network, but I know it's not going to be flawless. But I wanted to provide y'all with an update. So, we already talked through this. This is what our goal is to keep small business in business and to level the playing field so that you have the same products and services and the same digital footprint as a large business. And so we want that for small to mid-sized businesses. We know what Go Shop America is all about, right? A national TV shopping channel. It broadcasts 24/7 and combines TV with live streaming shopping. And so we're just really excited. Now, since we have talked, a lot of different things have happened, y'all. So this is still a startup. I don't want y'all to think that this is nothing other than a startup. And I know that we will not get everything right. And so I'm coming ahead of time to ask for grace. But we gonna work this thing out together. I think if we work together, it's going to be amazing. We are standing up a service that the world has never seen or experienced. Now, when I say that, we know that we got, other shopping channels that have happened and going out of business. But for small business, this is unknown. You've never had this opportunity before. You've never even had the opportunity to be on a local show for more than 5 to 7 minutes talking about your product or service. So this is really a unique service offering. There's going to be kinks in this, but we are pledging to be your partner. Like we know it's not going to be 100% right. And so we pledge to do whatever we can. And we want you to be in contact with us about anything that you're experiencing. Like if you're getting an order late, let us know that you're getting an order late. Whatever, just communication. I believe the key to a successful launch of this is good communication. Now, order placement and fulfillment must be handled within the first 48 hours, y'all. That's what we're asking. Because what we don't want to do, we still got the Amazon that is out there, right? And they're delivering on a daily basis. But this is going to have a different flair. People are going to want to support this because of the TV interviews that surround it with some of the vendors, and that we are really trying to support and stabilize our economy. And that's how I'm going at it. And from a business owner, I'm trying to stabilize our economy through small business, which makes up 97% of the businesses that are in business. There are new variables for payment acceptance, and I love this. So let me just tell y'all about this. We are absolutely committed to provide visibility, but now with our new payment structure, we can add in Zelle, we can add in Cash App, and I believe PayPal, and I'll know for sure about that tomorrow. So in other words, you are going to be able to choose how you want payment to come to you. Originally, we thought the business process would be, okay, we would charge the amount, we take the amount, then we send you the packing slip and send you your money. It's going to be different. So I'm excited. It's going to go direct to you, your percentage. Y'all know what our percentage is. Our 10% comes out. You get the other 90%. So it's still the same, but it's just going to go direct through whatever vehicle you like. So you can still do ACH. You can still, but we've added Zelle, Cash App, and I believe PayPal. So PayPal's on there as well. All right. We are committed. Now, here's the thing that we added because we thought we need to add a little bit more gravitas to it, right? We want to hear from the people that really own the products and the services. So, some interviews have been conducted. If you have not had your interview, but you have signed your contract and did everything, y'all need to send a message to corporate@ZandraTV.com and say, I need an interview, because we need to get it done in the next 4 to 5 weeks, you guys. I know that we got one that we're redoing because it came in, the file was corrupted. But if you haven't had your interview, I want you to get your interview, because that interview Not only is it going to be surrounding your product, you get to talk about your product and be interviewed by Nikema Horton, who's just amazing. And then your product comes on. So it really touches the heart of the person watching, like, God, I love the way her story is. And now you get to see the product that you have. So get your interviews, corporate@zandratv.com. Amanda, you're on the call, so if you could put in the chat, corporate@zandratv.com to get their interviews if they have not already had them. We've had several interviews, I mean a lot, but we still want to get those in. The 24-hour exposure, because people come, people go. So the 24-hour exposure is going to be really good for y'all, meaning that you're probably going to be seen somewhere between 5 to 6 times a day, even in the middle of the night. Now, the thing about it is you're going to have an actual time slot. So I'm going to be able to say that your feature comes on at whatever time, right? So that you can market to all of your people. I'm on TV at this time, live on TV, so that people, is Amanda coming back in? So that people can see you. Dr. Maluna, could you put corporate@zandratv.com in the for them to get their interviews? I thought Amanda was on here, but I guess not. So yeah, so I was talking about 24-hour exposure. It's going to be a lot of exposure every day, but you're going to have a certain day of the week. Probably everybody's going to be on Monday at a certain time. We haven't just figured out the whole schedule, but everybody will get their flyer with their product displayed and say, go check out my product on TV, tell a friend. So that's how we're really going to market for you, and we're going to give you those flyers as well. Now, the thing that we don't do, you guys, is we don't endorse any products. I'm gonna mute the lines, y'all, just because I hear a little background noise. We don't endorse your products. So I know that sounds crazy. We are out there like, hey, this is the product for the books. We're reading a little bit of the book, as we sell the book. But we don't endorse it like this is the best thing ever. Because then is your best thing ever better than somebody else's best thing ever? So we have to be very careful about that. And we have taught our hosts to be very careful about that. So, we ain't gonna be endorsing your product, but we absolutely gonna be selling your product. Your positive engagement is critical to your success. We're gonna teach you how to market and advertise yourself as well, that you're on TV. Because we know that if we work together, we're hitting all types of audiences. Not to mention that we have a video email system, and we're going to be sending out videos on a monthly basis of various different products that people can buy at Go Shop America. And so we'll be also promoting you through our own following, which is somewhere between 30,000. And so we're kind of excited about that too. So I want to just go back over products versus bundle again, because I want to make sure that y'all understand. A product is product. Like it could just be these boots in brown, right? But you could have a bundle. And so I want to talk about bundle in books, because this is where I see it happening. So in a bundle could be, I have a book and a study guide. That would be a bundle, meaning that counts as one product for the bundle. But you also could sell the book by itself. So now that's a second product. So do you see how you can do bundles? 2 books, two different types of books, same category. Now, it would not make sense for you to bundle books and have a cookbook and a finance book. They kind of don't go together, right? It has to go together. You can't be like as far as from the east to the west. I mean, come on, y'all. That's going to look crazy. So you can bundle products, but they have to be like products, like really like products, part of the plan. Okay. All right. What's next? So you got to have your vendor agreement on file. So I think Amanda has sent out some information to the vendors. Y'all need to get a vendor agreement on file because we really can't go forth and put your product on TV without it. You have to give us the right to be able to do that. And so if your vendor application is not on file, y'all need to make sure that that happens. I see a typo. We'll be sending additional intake form for payment acceptance. So what we're saying is, do you want Zelle and Cash App? You have to give us your information so we can put it into the back end. Your recurring revenue form needs to be completed and set up with a debit or credit card. And if you haven't done that, you need to do that. Now, the recurring credit card does not happen until you are live on TV. So looking at the live date that we're talking about, June 29, which I'll see later, that's the first time that your card will be charged. So you just need to understand that. And then it's charged on a weekly basis, recurring $20 a week. One product, you got to ship one product immediately to Zandra TV Network if you haven't already done so. So if your agreement is signed and you haven't sent your product, please send your product. You got to send it, or your book, or whatever it may be. I know that right now we got a couple of books that are on their way, Amanda, and we're going to be filming that on the 28th, I believe it is, or the 29th of May, getting ready for the launch. So we're taking last minute. This is the last call for alcohol. Y'all need to go get it. Make sure that you get that done. All right. What is your role? Your role is, if you have not looked at the vendor kit and key information in that kit, you need to do so. Amanda, please put the link to the vendor kit in the chat. I see that you're online now. You'll be provided a flyer to post on social platforms with your live time. And you can post that every week. We actually ask that you post at least 3 days a week. Why? Because people don't see your post on social media. We want you to post on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, and TikTok. So you can post everywhere. You're required to ship your products within the first 48 hours after sale. And we will be monitoring this, you guys, because we don't want to create a bad experience for the clients. We want to come off as professional as possible. And I'm really kind of excited that, the people that are on this line are the courageously intentional entrepreneurs. And I feel like that you all are going to do right by the system. And so I'm really excited. Funds will be deposited to your account specified. So again, we're going to send that form out. You'll need to fill it out, sign with your handle if you're going to use Zelle. If you're using Cash App, your handle. We need all the handles so that we can put all that information in there. Now, chargebacks, on the other hand, is 100% your responsibility as a seller. So if somebody comes back to us and says this product never showed up, we're going to go directly to you as a supplier and ask what happened, what's the tracking information, and try to, work with you. But ultimately, if there's a chargeback and it's unsuccessful, getting your money back from your Zelle account or however you're doing it, we're going to be notified of that. And so then the next sale that you have will hold back that chargeback out of that sale. We think that's fair and equitable. Product re-up or changes, you can go to info@goshopamerica.com, and you guys are committing to a 17 weeks on service. Now, I would hope that you committing for longer than that. And it ain't about the $20. It's about, it takes time for things to get in the pipeline and for the engine to start up. People think, oh, if I get on TV today, I'm going to start seeing my phone ring tomorrow. I really wished it worked that way, but it doesn't. I'm just saying, it don't happen like that. You get on TV, we promote, and before you know it, then I got a sale. You're going to know that you get a sale, but it it takes time to go through all the system. And you guys have to also consider how many outlets we're on, right? And I'll share that in a minute. So our role is to film, edit, and render it to TV. So we have filmed and edited. And so our next stop is to actually put it on TV. It'll be on Go Shop America. It's going to be on Zandra TV. It's going to be on Omnicore, and it's going to be on Connect to Your City. I'll talk about the other things we're going to be doing for y'all. The product photo shoot is in process. So some photos came with your product when you uploaded it, which is really wonderful. But we want to do some product photos in the studio. And so we're working on those to get those all done as well. Because those product photos will be probably the ones that we'll be using in your social media campaign. We're going to televise your product during your live spot each week. We're going to create promotional flyers and get those over to you for social media. We're going to market the channel on CBS, NBC, Fox. We're going to actually go out and say, go check out small business entrepreneurs on Go Shop America. They got great products and services. So we're pulling together that video right now that will be dropped into those markets. We have a fortunate situation where we can drop commercials on other networks, driving people back to Zandra TV. So this is going to be really awesome for Go Shop America. And then we're going to market the channel on 225 other networks, right? Other people's audience. So not only is it the places where you're distributed, that same commercial is going to be on 225 different networks. Isn't that awesome? Okay. We're going to provide up to 5 to 7 views of your ad weekly, but I'm telling you it's going to be more than 5 to 7 views per week, but we're committing to 5 to 7. I'm saying it's probably going to be 5 to 7 a day, and you're probably going to get 30 views a week. And so we're just really, really excited. On-demand listing, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And like I said, you'll get a custom link and a QR code, and that will go directly to you for your flyer for social media. Now let's talk about where you're going to be seen. Because a lot of people go, well, where am I going to be at? Well, you're going to be on multiple Apple TV, Roku, and Fire TV, Amazon Fire. But you're also going to be on Zandra TV, Omnicore, and Connect to Your City. And then we're going to do the commercials on 225 niche channels that do everything. We got... So I can't even tell you. It's just so many different types of channels. So those channels will be running the B-roll in front of a lot of their programming that will drive people to go check out Go Shop America. Okay? And let me say this. I have to say this because I think this is really important. I think as a small business entrepreneur, it is so awesome to be able to say we own these niche channels that we can actually promote on. We don't have to ask anybody. It's going to happen because the developer is the one that's helping us to launch this Go Shop America. So I just think we're in a fortunate situation that we can really, really, really make a big impact. And that's what this is all about. So let's go through the steps, y'all. Step 1, hold your spot. The $35 if you haven't paid that, but I think y'all have. So it don't really mean that's a done. If you haven't finished your vendor application fee, you need to do that. Get approved, pay your fee, and send your product. And I need the products in the studio by 5/20. May 20th, so it ain't much time. We need to go ahead and get that in. And then payment options, the form will be sent to you by June 1st so you can make those selections. And then the host has already recorded a lot of y'all stuff that's already on here. It's already been recorded. And then now we are at the point of developing digital assets. And those assets should be ready by June 15. And then we'll do our soft launch on June 29th. And I really want to try to, I'm just going to say this. I'm trying to go before Father's Day. But listen, if I don't make it, I said I better put a save date out there, June 29. But don't be surprised if I don't call you and tell you it's going to be maybe a week earlier. So we're pushing for that. But it's really looking like June 29th. But that June 29th is a solid date. You'll be live on TV and we are excited. I just cannot wait. Kind of exciting, y'all. So, with that, I want to remind y'all of this one thing. Skills are cheap, passion is priceless, is what Gary Vee says. But this is a trailblazing move that you all are making. So, trailblazing moves actually move the needle. And so, we know that the biggest trend is live social shopping, and Gary Vee and Zandra TV believes in the next 5 years, greater than 30% of everything of your social feed will be someone selling something. And you can see that on TikTok today, but we're beyond just saying TikTok. You guys are actually entering on into TV. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't have TikTok, but TV is a whole untapped audience. There are people that ain't on TikTok that will buy your product. So I'm excited. This is just this is revolutionary. So I'm excited about it. So with that, I am going to stop running my mouth and open it up for questions.
Yes, Zandra, I have a question
Yep.
concerning my uh, video promo that comes before the product, which mine is a book. And I asked earlier, I didn't get clarity, but I wanted to make sure my interview with Nikema, I don't believe came out good. I asked if I could re-record it because I was in a car, but
Oh,
I asked if I could either re-record that or if I could use a trailer that I had created specifically for this particular book. And I had a 3-minute version and a 1-minute version that it's now circulating on social media. But I was wondering if I could include
okay.
that instead of the interview.
Okay, so yay. See, this is what I love because we can do whatever we want to do. We can do whatever we want to do. So here's what I want to do. I would love to get the 1-minute trailer, and the 1-minute trailer will be placed, periodically. That 1-minute trailer, if it says go buy the book at Go Shop America, then we will also put that on in our commercial bank and use that in our commercial bank because you're a producer at Zandra TV, so you get these extra perks. But I still want your interview. So I would like, and Amanda, please take a note and get a hold of Nikema to redo an interview with Cortina. I think she has to redo an interview with Shifa. I think that's her name. So redo that interview. And then we had a couple other people like the seasoning woman. There's a couple other people that need an interview. So let's go ahead and do that. But we got time. We can do it. Let's just get it scheduled. So we'll reach out to you and then you let us know, we'll tell you a couple of dates that we're available.
Okay. Is there a
Okay.
particular for the trailer so that you could preview it, or Amanda or Nikema, whoever's previewing? Should I send that somewhere?
Send it to
To
corporate. Send it to
okay.
corporate at Zandra TV and say this is the Go Shop America 1-minute view. And then we'll look at it. The only thing that I, would require is that at the end of it, it says, go get this book on Go Shop America.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay. All
Okay.
right.
Thank you.
Perfect. Anybody else got a 1-minute video y'all want? No, I'm just kidding.
Or
Anybody else?
want me to create one for you?
Oh, no, that's right. Hi. Okay, Dr. Maluna.
Sandra, question. For those of us who want to use the fulfillment house in Dallas, should I now, I don't like the word should, but is it time for me to approach them again? Have you finished the negotiations with them so that we have the best price for Go Shop America?
Yeah, I think you should start out shipping on your own. And then there's just a reason because they actually are in the process of moving. They are getting twice the size because they got a lot of
Oh,
stuff going on. I mean, growing. And growing is a good thing in this crazy environment, y'all. So, I ain't mad. They're growing. So they're in the process of moving. And I don't want to, it's just too close. You know what I'm saying?
thank you.
But you can always switch to that. So when they stabilize, then we'll talk about that.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. You're welcome. Okay. Anybody else?
I have a question.
Yes.
I haven't quite, I'm still in the labeling process. I know I won't be ready for June 1st. So when I'm ready, then I just ship it to you, or how does that work if I'm not going to make it by the June 1st launch? Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. When you're ready, you just make sure your application is totally complete. You paid the fee, and then it'll tell you to send the product directly to us, and we'll get it recorded. And
Okay.
then we'll just merge it in and give you, that's how TV works. We just
Okay,
kind of
right.
merge
I
it
already
on
paid my
in.
fee and everything. I just need to put all my debit card, but the fees
Yeah,
are paid and everything. So I just need to do that. And then
yeah.
should I wait to get the interview done, or still go ahead and get the interview done, even
I
though?
still want you to do your interview.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
And we'll hold the interview till your product is ready.
Okay, perfect. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anybody else? Hey, Lachelle.
Hey, lots of background noise.
I
It's a
know it
busy
is.
time here. Still have
America's
another
Supermom.
graduation.
Oh, I know that's right.
Yeah,
Uh,
so we've got a
con-
lot of moving parts. So yeah,
Congratulations on all of the graduations. You got 15 kids, you be having some graduations, and they kind of
it's a lot of them, okay? Dances, graduations, the whole gamut.
weddings,
Yes,
reveals. I mean, there's a lot going on in our household.
it's a
So
lot. It's a lot.
we're excited, though. We're excited. Thank you for joining, though, Lachelle. Anything you want to
Absolutely.
add?
Yeah,
Do you
I
have
think you
anything to
pretty
add?
much covered everything.
Yeah.
I would just encourage everybody to support those who are live. So if you're still waiting for your date because you're not going to be ready June 1st, keep the pipeline going with letting people know that it is coming, sharing other people's products, because the more attention that we draw to the channel, the better off it is for everybody because we're still in the building phase. So that's the only thing I would add.
Yeah, and but that's a good reminder for me too, Lachelle. We do have a full affiliate program as well. So what we will do is give you all the opportunity to be an affiliate if you want to, not because you have to, but if you refer somebody and they join as a vendor, you get paid $20. So it's just a way to just keep money flowing. Just we all are working on this together. So you'll get an email with that TAP affiliate information in there about becoming an affiliate and how you could do that if you want to. It is not required. You don't have to do anything. You've done what you're supposed to do as a vendor, and we thank you. We're honored and really, really humbled by the experience. To be able to work with each and every one of you. We know it's going to be amazing. I just feel it in my bones. And so, but it's only going to work if we all work together and just bind together and lock elbows and make it happen. It'll be great. It's going to be great. Yeah. Anything else? Okay, I told you I'll just be a short meeting. What is that, 32 minutes? Okay. All right. If you have any questions, do not hesitate. You have two emails you can go to. It don't make no difference. info@goshopaamerica.com or corporate@zandratv.com. Either one works if you have any issues. But again, if you have not gotten your interview, I want to get those interviews done because that's really critically important to the whole process for people to get to know who you are and what you've created in the world and that they can take part in it by ordering. So, all right. That's it. Peace and blessings. Bye, y'all.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good
Bye-bye.
night.
Bye.